Hello, this is Mr. Hornsby83 with a Mr. Hornsby83 review. I haven't done one of these in a while. I mean, well, if you count the frickin' Elimination Chamber review, I haven't really done many reviews lately. Plus, I've been off of YouTube for a while, taking a little bit of a break, getting refreshed, re-energized to do these videos. But tonight, the reason why I did it, special occasion, freaking Phineas and Ferb, I believe, final episode, last days of summer, or last day of summer, I don't know what the exact title was. I think it was last day of summer though, but this episode starts out with Phineas and Ferb singing, and they're on these like hoverboards, and they're going and collecting all their friends, and trying to get them to come along, and they were planning a big gadget for this episode. Then Candace wakes up. The funny thing about it was her alarm is, I know what we're gonna do today. I know what we're gonna do today. But then she gets up. She tells Phineas and Ferb today she's gonna bust them this time and this and that. And then Phineas says something like her being supportive or something. Well, then, everything goes wrong. She don't bust them, so she goes, takes the DVDs that I guess she borrowed from Vanessa. Takes it back, well, before I get into that, I'll talk about the Doofusmurf side of the thing first. Well, Doofusmurf wakes up, hits his head on a lamp that's over top of his bed. He was in his lab and everything. And his robot or cyborg, Norm, came in, was like, breakfast time, and then he tried to tell Norm cake in it for breakfast, and Norm just crammed it in his mouth, and he's like, well, I could be wrong. I stand corrected. And Doofusmurf, he has a plan to take over the tri-state area, because the whole show, that's all he ever tries to do. But take over the tri-state area by inventing some kind of, I forgot, governor, some kind of nader that gives him power over his brother Roger, the mayor. So I think it was the governator, I don't know. But then we get back, like I said, Kansas' plans to frickin' bust Phineas and Ferb again failed. I don't think she's ever succeeded at it. Maybe she should find a new hobby. By the way, frickin' Jeremy's been missing. I guess Mitchell Musso left that show too. But well, then she takes the DVDs back to Vanessa. Vanessa's trying to talk to Doofusmurf before Candace gets there, and she's gonna talk to him about joining AWOC or AWOC, I don't know, the acronym thing, AWOC or whatever. So he didn't know that, and then she was talking about she was gonna move back in with her mom, but Doofusmurf thought it was because all his plans were failing and he couldn't take over, so he figured if he succeeded, she would stay and live with him. But that wasn't the case, we'll find out at the end. But afterwards, Candace gets the DVDs to Vanessa, then Vanessa goes puts them up, and I guess she was doing something else. Candace goes talks to Doofusmurf, and after he tells her about his repeat day in Nator, and she like pushes the button, and then she wants to repeat the day so she can bust Phineas and Ferb, which the whole time she didn't succeed. She tore a freaking rift in the space-time continuum. Wormholes were coming up, things were starting to disappear like tigers and capri pants, and eventually Phineas and Ferb, and everybody forgot, and people were forgetting about the stuff that was disappearing, like the spoons and all that. And they forgot about Phineas and Ferb. Candace, rushing to make things right. Doofusmurf starts realizing there's a rift in the space-time continuum. So at first he overlooks it, like, oh, it'll be alright. Then it starts getting worse and worse as the episode progresses. So eventually it gets to the point where he finds out why Vanessa was going to move back in with her mom. And him and Candace they were both inside the bubble when the time loops happened. So him and Candace, she's trying to figure it out on her own, trying to get all Phineas and Ferb friends together to get them back. Doofusmurf, he's trying to fix the space-time continuum, and he's and then Vanessa talks to him, and he tells her, you know, he's going to turn over a new leaf, and he's trying to make a machine that keeps, you know, that fixes the time, which wasn't plugged. Well, at the end you find out it wasn't plugged in, although they thought they fixed it, which I guess was a good thing. But Candace and Phineas and Ferb and them all figured it out in that dull, bland area where they were at, and they eventually get out. Doofusmirch, Harry, and Vanessa's fixing the machine, and then then Candace takes a spoon, throws it to finally get everything fixed. Everything goes back to normal. Then they do like song montage and show clips from all the episodes of all the adventures Phineas and Ferb made throughout the year. And you know, it's really sad to see a show like that go, because you know, when you got crap like SpongeBob SquarePants that can frickin' last forever, but then you got a decent show like Phineas and Ferb, it's just ridiculous. With, you know, like, I mean, I never had to revert to crude humor or frickin' two boys kissing each other or frickin', you know, all that frickin' garbage that you see and stuff like SpongeBob and this and that. But overall, I'll give the episode a 5 out of 5. One of the best endings to a show, although they said during the song, before they started singing and doing the montages of all the old episodes, they said this isn't the end of our story, but you know, pretty much that's the end, because you're calling it the end of summer, final episodes. But yeah, I'm gonna give the episode a 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was a great show, and it's sad that shows like that frickin' don't last as long as frickin' shows like SpongeBob and that. But you know, that'll wrap up this. I got some things coming up. Father's Day video this coming Saturday. I may do a best in the world predictions and review. I'm not for sure, because I'm only watching the first night. That's the night where Jay Lethal and Jay Briscoe are going to be fighting belt for belt. And I think this is the second time this has happened, aside from Warrior and Hulk Hogan back at WrestleMania 6. But you know, then again, Triple H Kane No Mercy match also. But can you really call that a unit? Like, that wasn't really title for title. That was just like whichever title lost was gonna be abolished, which was stupid. Freaking one of the dumbest things they did in the Ruthless Aggression area. But when they had Stone Cold running around being co-general manager or whatever, he's wrong at that, thank God. But you know, but I shouldn't have any more videos until maybe Father's Day. If I do the best in the world thing, I'll update it on my Twitter account and my freaking Facebook fan page. But yeah, that'll do it for this 5 out of 5 Phineas and Ferb. It sucks it's over, but I guess you gotta move on. Peace out.